Hey guys, it's Dan here again, and we're going to continue expanding out our items. We can see here for armor, we've just got a name, an armor class, and of course we're using the ascending armor class, which is just a little bit more natural. The old school option is there, and then we've got weight and cost. So let's dive in and get those in. So probably the easiest way, we've got, we really just have to add one extra field, and that's the armor class. So what we do is we'll copy those two fields. We'll open our item armor. We will make this field 30 pixels shorter. So what's that? 185 and down 30, and we will paste. Move it up 10 and across 10. We'll lock them in place. We'll call this one armor class, and it'll be AC label, and the other field will just be called AC. Easy peasy. We did want to nudge these two over. Here, I see that's going to mess everything up. So nudge these two over. And I think we needed to nudge this one a bit further still. Let's push those two changes. Reloading the tabletop. Okay, items, new item. Okay, if we change this to, right, firstly, these columns all line up. Now the spacing, the vertical spacing here is not quite perfect. We should probably adjust that. But gear, armor class, they line up neatly. Weapon, alright, that's awesome. So we do want to just probably nudge these down. We'll try 5 pixels, might be a little bit too much. And then we're going to work on the locking mechanism for these fields. So on that main character sheet, unlock these again, drop them down 5. I'm going to select everything on here and lock it. I want to make sure that these fields are anchored right. I'm also going to make these two fields anchored right as well, just in case someone is resizing. What have we got here? Anchored left, right, which probably means that we also want to do the same in here. All of these fields that are on the right hand side, we want to anchor right, 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 and this field we want to anchor both left and right. Okay, so that's weapon, armor, they can be left anchored, this one should be both, and gear, so item gear, let's set this one to both. Alright, let's reload those. Reload the tabletop. Items, our item, now we've got gear. If we resize this, why did that not work? Interesting. Oh, I know why it didn't work. Haha. Okay. It didn't work because the sub-window isn't resizable. Let's see if we can have a look at that. Not that I think that they particularly need to be resizable, but we'll just have a quick look. So our sub-windows are on item. Let's find weapon, and can grow. What if we set this horizontal anchor to both? Alright, and we publish that. Items. So if we resize this, and we change it to weapon, and that resizes fairly nicely. Of course, it's not perfect. We probably need to set this to resize both as well, but you get it. It works. We know what to do there. I'm not sure it's necessary, but we'll do it anyway. So we need to do sub armor both, subgear both, and we want to do this one needs to be both. That's not fully correct. Maybe this. Let's see what happens if we set this one to both. I'm not sure it's going to size bigger. We'll see. Now let's look at the locking mechanism. So borrowing from Core RPG, basically what we're going to do is we click on the item window class. We click down here, and I'm going to paste something I've prepared earlier. So we've got an onInit function, and we want to get the database node. We want to get locked. No, that's not the right version. All right. So onInit, we're going to run on lock changed. This is on lock changed. On lock changed, we're going to do local b read only, window manager get read only state, get database node. Basically, all that does is it gets the state of this button. And then we're going to have to put all of our different fields in here. So we've got name, and then we've got type, we've got cost, weight. This is where it gets a little bit funky. We need to actually do all of the fields on all of the sub-windows in here. So name, type, cost, weight, and then we've got AC. We've got to hit, got damage. We've got, what else have we got there in weapon? Rate of fire, ammo, and we've got type. That's interesting. Type is going to have to change because we've already got type, a different type. What we're going to do is I've relabeled this as weapon type instead of type. Back here in item, what we need to actually do is all the ones that are on sub windows, we need to do so window dot. Okay, so our windows are window dot sub armor dot sub window. This is for armor class. And then for to hit damage or weight, each of these window sub armor, so these ones will be sub weapon. So to hit damage weight, we don't need weight there. We've got to hit damage, rate of fire, range, ammo, or weapon type. We've also got our description field. I need to, not 100% sure which way that one's going to work, whether we have to do it on each tab or whether we can just do one here for description. We'll just try that. Description. Let's see how this works. And in fact, I've got this on the wrong object. It shouldn't be on the window class. It should actually be on this button record locked. Alright, let's publish that. Reload our tabletop. We don't need that, we need our items. So we have an item here. Okay, we've got our first error. Index global name. Button record locked. Line 8. Alright. Let's just do a quick debug in here. Okay, but it doesn't like name. Why doesn't it like name? Name is up here. And it should be called name. Name should be findable. Let's see. Window manager. Get rid of the sacred database node. Interesting. I think I might have been wrong. This is probably not meant to be on the button lock. Let's grab that again. Let's put it here. Alright. On the window sheet, let's publish this. Table is reloading. No errors to that point. Let's grab an item. Okay, index global window, a nil value. Line 13. Okay, based on error message, I'm going to just try and remove these window references. Let's see how we go with this one. Let's clear our error log. Items, our new item. Okay, so description fails, so we do need to... okay, these fields should all be locked. I can't type in them. Okay, if I unlock them, I can now type in them. Okay, very good. Yep, so that's all working great. We just need to work out how we're going to lock this description field. So let me just have a think about that one. So I wonder if we need to put this in for each of our sub-windows. We need to have this in here 3 times. So we've got sub-window, sub-weapon, we want sub-gear, and we want sub-armor. And I wonder if our descriptions carry across. Okay, let's go back to items, new item. Alright, so I'm going to lock these. Those fields will lock properly, unlock them, and I'm going to go to interesting, recursive call, gear, armor. So these are all unlocked. I'm going to write armor in this one. I'm going to go to weapon, and it keeps the same. So it's actually the it is the single, it's the one field, but it's referenced slightly differently because we put it in a sub-window and we have to reference it each of the 3 times. So if I lock it here, I can no longer edit this field. I change it to armor, I lock it, can't edit it. Change it to weapon, I lock it, I can't edit it. Alright, so that's working pretty well. We've got a name here for our item. What do you call it? A MacGuffin. There we go, we have a MacGuffin, and we'll lock it. I've been thinking I'm probably going to put a little black edge on the top of this frame. And we need to update the graphics here for our field light and field dark. But look, I think we've made a fair chunk of progress there. A few forwards and backwards, as we worked our way through a couple of little teething problems there. But that's all working. I'm going to wrap this video up. Thank you very much.